Hello guys, Playmaker here, welcome to the channel. Today I'm thinking of starting a new series called Best Wonderkids all over the world. In this series I'm going to tell you 10 Wonderkids in Football Manager from each country. Maybe I will do 20, 30, let's see how it goes. If you like this, throw a like. Also, I'm starting with Romania just because I'm Romanian, and also the Romanian national team has made a great surprise this year. They've qualified for Euros 2024 actually in the first place. So they won the group. So without further ado, let's see the top 10 Romanian Wonderkids you can use in your saves. I think you will find some great players here, because I know we have some good talents at the moment and the future actually looks pretty good. Starting with Constantin Grameni, he plays for Faro, that is Hagi's team. If you heard about Ianys Hagi, I think if you played FIFA or Manager, or if you watch football for some time, maybe you did hear about Ianys Hagi, our biggest footballer. So from Faro, Constantin Grameni, only between 2 and 4.1 million euros. I'm playing in euros. If you play in pound, that's gonna be even less. So what you can see, this guy is a good all-around playmaker. Only 20 years old. He can become an actual great player. He's also intelligent, and he can play basically every position in the midfield. If you can see from what you can see right here, he likes to play playmaker, maybe deep lying or advanced, but he can do a defensive job as well, just because he has good teamwork and good work rate as well. You can play him as a mezzala or as a box to box. He can do those jobs very well. Also, he plays in the DM role, so maybe in, like, let's say you play him there, you train him for like 20 games, he will become green here, no problem. Also, he can do the advanced playmaker's job. He has good physicals, as you can see, his mentals are great. And now I'm gonna show you how much he can grow in just 2 years. I have it in my SCSB save. That's Steaua Bucharest for maybe the people that don't know what FCSB is right now. And he has grown actually pretty nice. I just got him this year. He played last year for Faro, as you can see. He did a great job, but since he came to my team, he has done a great job, even a better job, I could say. 6.96 average rating, and now he is at 7.15 with almost the same amount of games. Goals the same, assists the same, but he also has 2 Player of the Match awards. And now I'm improving my training facilities, and he is gonna become an even better player. I must say, he has a great future ahead. Yes, Constantin Grameni, good midfielder. If you need one of these, if you need a midfielder, look no further. Constantin Grameni is for you. Second player would be Razvan Sava. If you're looking for a goalkeeper, actually now in Romania we have plenty of good goalkeepers, and they are young as well. We have Horace Moldovan, who is playing for Atletico Madrid. We have Florin Niță, who is playing in Turkey, and he is doing a great job actually. And we also have a lot of young goalkeepers in our championship called the Superliga, in the Romanian Championship, in the Romanian First League. As you can see, Razvan Sava is a goalkeeper, but you can train him as a sweeper keeper as well. His stats are pretty good in like everything. Maybe he must have some better first touch or passing or acceleration, but I think he can improve there as well. But for now, as a goalkeeper, aerial reach 15, height 193 centimeters, so that's like what, 6'2", 6'3" maybe. So yeah, very good all-around goalkeeper. And now I will show you how he can improve also the jumping reach 18, guys. Don't forget about that jumping reach 18. After almost 2 years, as you can see here, Sava has improved a bit But what I found is that his reflexes went up, but his jumping reach went down for some reason. Who knows why, but I can see an improving passing, no improving in first touch. I can see improves in positioning, concentration, maybe not that much, but I think he can improve even more in a better team with better training facilities. Even if CFR Cluj has one of the best training facilities in Romania, I think you can get more out of this player. So yes, cheap goalkeeper under 4 million euros. If you need it, Razvan Sava is your guy. Next is one of my favorites, one of my favorite Wonderkids actually. Very cheap as well, under 1.5 million euros. Look at this guy, attacking midfielder, even a winger on the left he can play. His stats are amazing for a 20-year-old. He has the style of technical as well. He can play basically everything down the middle, not on the right, but down the middle, and on the left he has some good green attributes as well. First touch 14, passing 13, technique 14. This guy, if you get him in a top tier team, he was at Nice, he didn't really play. Also at Maccabi Tel Aviv he didn't really play, but if you can get him in let's say like a Crystal Palace, like a team, like any team, basically any bottom team from Premier League, or maybe a middle team from Serie A, from Ligue 1 or something like that, I think this guy can become one of the best players in your team actually. So look no further than Rareș Ilie. He is only 1.5 million euros. So yes, if you need, he also has a good trade, cuts inside from left wing. If you need a nice winger, I would play him down the middle more, just because his acceleration and pace is not that great. I feel like he is better down the middle, but yeah, he can play basically everywhere, and he is only 20 years old, so go grab him. And also I will show you how he looks after 2 years. As you can see, even though he didn't play that much at Nice, only 16 games last season, but he played a lot at Lausanne. As you can see, in his first season, 33 appearances. Look how this guy is looking right now. Only 21 years old, soon to be 22, but he is looking like a decent playmaker, guys, I must say. Vision 15, technique 15, first touch 15, that's what you want from your playmaker. And look at his average rating. He's scoring goals, he's getting assists, XG of 2.4 a game. Okay, it's only 7 games, and also his passing is 87% for a midfielder. That is more than good. He can tackle as well, 75% tackle win ratio. So I think right now Rareș Ilie might be one of the best Romanian players that you can get in FM24. Up next is Stefan Baiaram. He is only 20 years old, he plays for FCU Craiova, and he is definitely one very good winger. The problem with him is that Craiova, even though they are like, I would say, a top team in Romania, their training facilities are not good, but you can pick him up. He's not so expensive, only 6 million euros. You can train him in a great winger, in my opinion. His height is very good, also he's physical as well, so you can see his physical stats are very nice. Maybe he can improve in his mental stats, but as you can see, these young players, they tend to grow a lot in mental stats in just like a short period of time. His dribbling is fine, his first touch is also good, his technique is 12. Maybe work rate and teamwork can be improved on, but I think you can still make this guy a very nice winger. Or if you want, you can play him as an advanced forward because of his pace and dribbling and first touch and technique. This guy, I think maybe in the championship he might do a great job. Maybe in like let's say Serie B, Championship, League 2. Maybe he is not like a top league player, but I think if you can get him in those secondary leagues and train him, he can be a great As you can see, his physicals improved a lot, his mentals improved decently, and his technicals not that much. Even though he played a lot of games, okay, no, he just played 5 games last season, so maybe that's why. I did pick him up this season, and look at his stats, guys. 7.28 average rating, 4 goals in 11 appearances, and 2 assists and 1 player of the match in just 11 games. I must say, this guy is not my first winger, like not my first 11 winger. He is a reserve for my other player that we're gonna talk about, another left winger that I have, also Romanian. He is gonna be next. But yes, this guy, I think if you get him in those secondary league teams and you play him a lot, he needs game time, he can become a great winger as well. And now we have a left back. As you know, guys, left backs are not that there are not that many left backs in the game that are as good as this guy at 17 and as cheap as this guy at 17. This guy might just be a gem, I'm telling you, but you cannot sign him in the first season because they just got it from Hagi's team. So Rapid Bucharest is another team from Bucharest with great history in Romania, and they just got back in the top tier. They have been relegated for a few seasons, but we should talk about that in another time. So yes, Andrei Borza, one of the best fullbacks that you can get, cheap, young, and also with great stats. Look at his physical. He's also has the style of technical. His 8 is very good. Crossing, dribbling, first touch, long shots. You can play him whatever you want. He can play as a wing back, he can play as a fullback, no problem. Tackling 11, marking 11, so he has above average defensive stats. So he can do the defensive phase very well. Also his attacking stats are very good. He has pace, he has crossing. So for a 17-year-old Romanian, I think this is like a certified wonder. So after just 2 years, he's still playing for Rapid. He is now worth 19 million pounds, 19 million euros, sorry, 19 to maybe 20 million euros. And he is looking great, guys. Even though he doesn't have like abilities, let's say more than 15, like acceleration 15, pace 15, I think this is just because he is playing for a not such a great team right now. Rapid Bucharest, they have not even qualified for the Champions playoffs, so they play in the playouts with the relegation teams. So yeah, that says a lot about what kind of team Borza is playing in. But you can see he's still a great player, and he could still improve a lot. Also, he has developed some traits, tries to play way out of trouble, okay, and avoids using weaker foot. And his weak foot is not even that bad. He's not weak, it's actually reasonable. You should pick him up, I would say, in his second season, because after that he will go up in price a lot. So like for like 4 million or 6 million, how he was in the first season, now he's 19, guys, almost 20. So this guy can be cheap when you start the game, but afterwards he will become a bit on the more expensive side. But if you can get it in your team, I think you can do a better job of training him, and he can become a monster, I'm telling you. Now we go to another midfielder, and that's Eduard Radaslavescu. He's only 18 years of age. He is worth less than 1 million, guys. So I'm giving you some very cheap gems right here. Also, what you can see on this guy, he has a style of intelligent. He is very good with both feet, so very good with the left foot and with the right foot. He used also to play for Faro Constanța. As you can see, the majority of Romanian players are developed first by Hagi and then are sold, because he's trying to elevate the Romanian football with young players. So he is very focused on developing these young stars, these young wonder kids, and then selling them to the more, let's say, richer teams in the league that can buy from them. For example, how Borza was also from Faro, how Grameni was, and yeah, so on. Hagi is doing a very great job on developing these young players. As you can see, this guy above average in everything, I must say. Only 18 years of age. Let's see how he looks after just 2 years. So as you can see in my save, I've had it because I started with FCSB. I've had it from season 1. I did play him some games. In my first season only 14, but in my second season I played him 20 games, and this season he actually played already 20 games, and we are in March and we have still some games to play. And he is developing into a very good central midfielder. As you can see here, his stamina is going up, everything physical, mental, like his composure. And yeah, I could have played him more actually, since if you look at his stats, they are amazing. 89% pass accuracy. Also, he is averaging 1.89 dribbles per 90 minutes, 8 goals, 8 assists, and he has an XG of 7.29, which is actually insane. And he has 3 player of the matches as well. So this guy still has so much more developing to do, but I like how he is heading into they say here, a central midfielder attack. Guys, this role was in FM23, it was very OP. I don't know, I didn't really experiment with this role this year, but I think players that can play this role and they are good at it should be very good as well. So even now he is under 3.5 million, and so if you want a good midfielder that you want to develop yourself, look no further than Eduard Radaslavescu. And if you guys thought these players are good, wait until the end to see what I have in store for you. Even better players that you didn't even know about in FN24. I'm gonna show you at the end 2 players, 1 striker and 1 midfielder that are gonna blow your mind actually. But for now, let's see Alexandru Musi. He is also a winger on the left, very good, insane winger as well, physical, mental, very good. Maybe he can improve in his technical skills, but right now, even at 18 years old, he is looking like he can become a great player. Very cheap, 2.6 million. You can grab him with ease. Now let's see how he improved after just 2 years. As you can see, I have it also in my FCSB save, and he is looking way better. He has a trade, his average rating is looking great, he's scoring goals, he's scoring assists, his XG is 5.12, which is great. He also developed some new roles. He can play basically everywhere in the midfield. Maybe not here, but yes, he doesn't need that. But when he comes in as a winger, he can play on the left, he can play on the right, he can play even in the midfield as a mezzala or as a playmaker. Why not? But I think his best roles are on the wings, and as you can see, very good physical ability, very good mental ability. So now he's worth 5.6 million, maybe in my opinion on the less side, but he can still improve a lot. So yes, Alexandru Musi, very good wonder kid if you need a winger as well. And now we go to a guy that's actually playing in the United States, guys. As you can see, this guy is not very gifted in mental or technical attributes, but his physical attributes are actually insane. He also has a very interesting trait that means he likes to beat opponent repeatedly, and his value is not that high as well. Even though he plays for FC Dallas, you can get him for a pretty low penny actually. But the best thing that he has is his flair and his determination. Also, his acceleration and agility are very high. And now I'm gonna show you how he developed. This guy is gonna be a surprise for everyone, I think, because he can really develop to be a great player. Also a player that was raised by Hagi. So yeah, Hagi is doing a great job, guys. Got my boy Ianys Hagi after just 2 years. Still only 19, he's playing for RB Leipzig. I think this guy is playing for the biggest team from what I showed right now, but remember that the other players, I bought them for my team because I'm trying to win the Champions League with only Romanian players. If you are interested in that, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy this content as well. So yeah, in my save I couldn't get Ianys Hagi, but look at him, bro, guys. RB Leipzig got him, and I think he's gonna develop into a great winger. Still only 19, still cheap in my opinion. It's only 7 mil. But yeah, he's not playing that much. Actually, he played for FC Dallas and he made an impression. Look at this, 25 games, 7.34 average rating. So yes, he had a great season last season, and now RB Leipzig got him, but they are not playing him yet. So he can still improve a lot in my opinion, especially in technical and mental attributes. And now I told you I've saved the best for last. We have first Catalin Cirjan. As you know, this guy is loaned from Arsenal. So even a couple of years ago, FM23, FM22, this guy was amazing. But now look at him, only 20 years of age. His technicals are insane, his mentals are insane. Maybe he can work on his physical attributes. His style is creative, he has so many good traits. Left foot, right foot, no problem. Use outside of the foot, comes deep to get the ball, and likes ball played into his feet. So as an advanced playmaker, this guy is great. I think he could do a great job even as a deep lying playmaker, but not really, because his marking and tackling is very low. Maybe he can play on the wing and right here in the advanced playmaker role or the attacking midfielder role, but besides from that, I don't think you can play him in a deeper role just because his defensive attributes are very low. So you would want this guy to be your main playmaker, I would say, up front, if you play like a 4-2-3-1 or any advanced midfielder role formation. So there are so many good formations like that right now, like the 5-2-2-1, 4-2-3-1, and so on. So I managed to get him on a free actually. He didn't want to sign another contract with Arsenal, and I managed to grab him on a free. He just signed with me, and he is coming in the summer. And as you can see, his mentals are going crazy already. Only 22, not for sale, but as you can see, when he will arrive in my team, he is gonna be worth at least 10 million, I think. But yeah, still very good in the advanced playmakers roles, and on the wing his physicals not that great, but his mental and technicals are going through the roof. At like 26, I think he can get multiple plus 15s attributes, and that means he can become a really great player. So watch out for Catalin Cirjan. And last but not least, guys, my favorite Romanian striker in this year's game is Rareș Burnete. As you can see, his physicals are amazing, only 19 years of age, and you can get him for as low as 1 million euros. He is dirt cheap. He can play in every team, I promise you, he can play in every team. His weak foot is not that great, but he can develop that. He has good heading. He can play as a complete forward as well, because look at his attributes. He is basically good in everything: mental, technical, physical. Also, he can play as an advanced forward. His pace is very good. Balance 185 centimeters, so he is tall as well. You can play him as a target forward, why not? Bravery is good, decision is good, off the ball is good. Also, I would advise on learning a few traits for him, but as you can see, dirt cheap, and you can make this guy a very good striker. I will show you now how he is in my team only after 2 years. And here you go, guys. Only after 2 years, not even 2 years I should say, off the ball is going crazy, finishing 14. Look at those physicals, pretty strong physicals. Look at how many goals he is scoring right now. 23 goals in 36 appearances and 4 assists. 7.113 average rating, and he looks like a world beater, guys. Not very expensive even now, but this is the first season I have played in the Europa Champions League, and I think from next season this guy is going to go crazy actually. So yes, these are the top 10 Romanian Wonderkids. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, leave a like and subscribe, and tell me in the comments which country should I do next. Which country do you want to know the best 10 Wonderkids from? Thank you so much. Ciao.